But James, as it looks, going to get busier later on this afternoon and into the evening.
Yeah, really a whole lot more active as we head into the PM hours in particular. And then as we get into the evening, overnight into very early Thursday morning, that's when the worst weather begins to move in. I want to be very clear here that this is mainly a flood threat. But as you mentioned there, Claire, it is a multifaceted risk as this cold front begins to move through. Not only the gusty winds, even a low-end tornado threat, mainly around the Triad and areas to the north and east of the I-40 corridor, getting into the triangle of North Carolina, eastern North Carolina, towards the Tidewater region as well. So we do have that weather impact alert day that goes into effect officially at noon, lasting through your Thursday morning commute. That means your evening commute as we head to the PM hours, that will be affected, and also your morning commute on Thursday. Again, need to drive this home. Heavy rain, that is going to be the main threat with this system. Beneficial rain for many of us at that, but as we start to approach 3-4+ inches, that is definitely on the table for some of us. Looks like right now what's going to be considered a fire hose, really a thin but very, very heavy line of rain, is really just going to set up and train over itself. That is multiple storms kind of just covering over the same area over and over again. Yeah, we could definitely see some issues as those totals approach 4 inches or more locally. Look how warm it is. This is about 10 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of year in terms of lows. These will likely be record warm lows for many of us. Those winds that you're just talking about, they're strong, but they're coming in out of the south and west. We also have a tropical system down there, Tropical Storm Bertha. Not going to talk a whole lot about Bertha, though, because that's going to stay away from us. But what it is going to do is throw some more tropical moisture in our direction. That's going to help enhance this front, and hence why a lot of us actually in the Carolinas are going to see more rain than the Gulf Coast does, even as Bertha bears down on them. Here's that front up to our north and west. Lots of storms, and here's what I'm talking about. Even as the system itself is moving southward, look at where the storms are moving, mainly west to east, and that's a big reason why we're seeing that training effect. These storms going over and over again in the same area. The WPC, that's the Weather Prediction Center, giving us a level 2 out of 4 risk for flash flooding. Looks like the heaviest of the stuff over the coming days is going to remain over that Tidewater region, northeastern North Carolina into southeastern Virginia. Again, as this front moves through, it's really going to slow down and stall. We're worried about these heavy storms that just continue to roll over the same area for multiple hours at a time, and that's a big reason why, of course, the flash flood threat that is going to loom large over the coming hours, especially heading into the late afternoon, evening, overnight, into early Thursday morning. As you can see, the heaviest of the stuff that begins to come in looks like late Wednesday night through your Thursday morning. This is rush hour here. This really could be nasty, especially if it begins to set up along the I-40 corridor before things maybe slow down a little bit into our Thursday and our Friday afternoons there. So again, that fire hose, really thin but very heavy line of rain. We could see that there. If this trends northward, even by just a couple dozen miles, that could be the difference between 1 inch and 4+ inches. So bear with us here as the forecast becomes clearer. The News 2 weather team will keep you posted. Look at your 7-day forecast here. Yes, weather impact alert day starting at noon, lasting through 9 a.m. Thursday. At the very least, we'll see if we need to extend that. Maybe we will if those rain chances linger a little bit longer. Much cooler as well through the back half of the week into the weekend before it feels like summer again by next week.